Okay, bloomers, you know I don't hype products unless I absolutely love them, and ISO Retract blew me away. In my 21 years in orthodontics, I've used just about every retractor out there, and nothing compares. No more cotton rolls under the tongue, no more sharp or awkward corners, just smooth comfort for your patients. The isolation is like nothing I've ever seen. The built-in suction keeps the field dry and clear, making bondings faster and easier. It's reusable, autoclavable, made in the USA, and truly the gold standard. Grab yours at isoretract.com. That's isoretract.com. And because you're part of the Bloom Effect community, you'll get 10% off your order when you use the code BLOOM-10. That's BLOOM-10 at checkout. Trust me, you'll wonder how you ever practiced without it. Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I'm your host, Cassie Kellner, former chairside assistant turned team coach and founder of Everbloom. This podcast is all about the real stuff, honest combos, leadership lessons, and the heart behind thriving orthodontic teams. If you're ready to grow, lead, and bloom, let's dive in. Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I'm your host, Cassie Kellner. I am beyond excited to introduce you to my guest who means the absolute world to me. I told all of you in my first podcast this month that I was about to get really personal, and we are just like coming out of the gates with all the personal things. We are joined today by my wonderful, intelligent, beautiful niece, Jillian Locvich. Jilly, welcome to the Bloom
Hello.
Effect.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I am
Okay,
so excited.
Jilly. Okay, so we should preface that I call you Jilly. Sometimes I call you Bean because Jilly Bean from when you were little.
Mhm.
The whole nickname thing just evolved into like craziness. You call me Auntie. So that all of that is going to slip in this podcast.
Oh,
And
yeah, for
right?
sure.
People just need
100%.
to get used to it. So, Jilly, one, I want to have you on this podcast because I love and adore you, and I'm grateful for you, and I'm thankful for you. And that is what this month is all about. And the second piece is you are a Gen Zer in the workplace. And
I am.
I feel like it's time that we give you guys a voice. Listen, I'm a millennial. You know, I talk about this all the time. I'm an elder millennial, actually. And I can be really like chuggy, and you know this. And
Oh,
like
that word
sometimes I
cracks
like,
me up.
right? Like sometimes I think I'm like cooler than I am, and you put me in my place, and so do my other nieces. Um, but I want to have this conversation with you because I think it's really important. One, that you're Gen Z, but as a millennial, like we got so much crap for years about millennials this and millennials that, and millennials need all of these things, and they're just millennials. And then all of a sudden it's like shifted, and now it's like, oh, Gen Z doesn't show up, Gen Z doesn't like to work, Gen Z will
Mhm.
ghost you, all these things, right? Like they're not reliable. We got a lot of this stuff as millennials when we were your age, right?
Mhm.
um and we probably still get some of this too, but
Right.
we it's just, I think it's important to give each generation a voice. And you were there with me at the AAO this year. So much of my lecture at the AAO was like generational divides, and how I think it's really important for us to shift our mindsets. We can talk about all the things that Gen Z brings into the workplace, but how about we also focus on all of the amazing things that Gen Z brings in the workplace. And so
Absolutely.
you are like the definition of all of the wonderful things that Gen Z brings in the workplace. And so I want to talk about your journey in orthodontics or in dentistry as a whole, right? You started in general dentistry. Can we talk about like how that happened? Do you remember when you called me or maybe you text me and you were like, "Oh, this dentist reached out to me." It was like really,
It
really
was
wild.
And it was really random. So what actually happened was I applied to RDA, like a schooling to go to do dental assisting. But I kind of was like, because I think I was 19 at the time. I just graduated high school and I I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I put my resume on Indeed just to have it out there, and he actually found it. It was a local dentist. He found it. He messaged me and offered me to on the job train, which I, of course, jumped at because I was like, now I don't have to pay thousands of dollars or commute to a place that I think was an hour away from my house. So, not that I'm against a commute, but when I saved all that time and money, it worked out.
Yeah.
But I did start in October of 2020. So I jumped into the healthcare field literally amidst of COVID. So I'm not going to say it wasn't a crazy time. There
Yeah.
was protocols changing all the times, air diffusers, N95, double masking, gloves, like really cleaning in between patients while trying to take care of yourself so that you're not bringing it home because you don't know what's going on in that time.
Yeah.
I stayed there for about 3 years and I learned so much from that doctor. He was amazing. The assistants were amazing. The hygienists, I still talk to all of them to this day. I'd say that was a unicorn office for me, for sure, how I still have the connections with everybody there. Um, but what really made me do the change was I wanted more, what do you call it? Independence. I wanted more hands on. I didn't want to just be on the side watching what everybody was doing the whole time. So, of course, it was a no brainer to go into orthodontics because of my lovely aunt here, of course. um, so I found an office that I actually went to an orthodontic consult for. They offered me a job like a year prior. So I reached out and I was like, hey, is that like still on the table? And they were like, yeah. So I interviewed. He hired me actually that day and I started, I think 2, maybe 3 weeks later. And I've been there for 2 years now.
It's wild. Like, it's really, really, really cool as your aunt to watch your journey. And selfishly, I'm really proud that it looks so much like mine.
Me too. Me too. That's the goal.
Oh, but and I'm so proud of you for making this jump. I remember, I think we should speak to this too, Jilly, like the terrifying jump from general to
Oh,
ortho.
yeah, it was a completely different language. You go from universal to Palmer teeth. You're like, huh? I have two ones? What do you mean? And they're next to each other? Like, I mean, at the time, you think that that's really scary, but then you get into all of it and you get the rhythm.
Yeah. I think, to speak to that too, like some of the fears that you had. I remember like talking this through with you and going like, it is really, really, really scary to jump. But if you have somebody that's willing to teach you and knows that you don't know much about orthodontics, even if you were to go into a general dental assisting program, they do teach you like a chapter in ortho, but it's not like there's much there unless you go into an extended program. So,
Yes.
I love that you made the jump. I love that we have, obviously, I'm biased, but we have the same very similar journeys. Um, let's talk about Gen Z stereotypes. Like true Gen Z stereotypes. What is your take on them? Like tell me everything. Do you feel like you fit in the mold or you're out of the mold or you're both? Tell me.
I feel like there is, of course, a broad variety of us Gen Zers. I feel like the chunk that I am in, we don't quite fit into the mold because when I mean, I'm 25, so I do feel like I am at the higher Gen Zers.
Sure.
So we
You're an
didn't
elder
quite.
Gen Z.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't grow up essentially with an iPad in my hand, but I was young enough when Instagram hit. So, we felt like we had to be on the social media and we have to have a social media presence, but
Mm.
I I don't have a social media presence that a lot of Gen Zers do. I mean, as you know, like I have zero Instagram posts. I'll post a story like every now and then, as there's some people who are posting 10, 20 stories a day of like day in their lives, which I
Mm-hmm.
love to watch, but I'm just quiet on the sidelines. Like that's the type of Gen Z that I fit into. Um, while a lot of the other stuff does resonate with me, like being emotionally fluent, being able to pick my feelings and express how I feel without being, I don't know, come across mad or sad or overwhelmed, stuff like that. I feel like that's the big high part of being a Gen Z. That's the
Mm.
point that I like that we get. That I feel like millennials, they kind of choke down how they feel to just like work, 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 work.
I do also think that it depends on how you're brought up, what you're watching,
Yeah.
who are your mentors, things like that. But I think it's important that you're right. Like you have a voice and you use it. And that's incredibly important.
Yeah.
From a Gen Z perspective, a lot of times people are like, they're not reliable. They don't show up. They ghost. And by the way, you are a Gen Zer, but you've also experienced a little bit of this in practice,
Oh,
right?
oh, yeah, absolutely. I think it's just the area that we're in and the times that we're in. It was really hard to come by really good assistance.
Yeah.
We get some people in, and I mean, just 6 months ago, we had a girl come work for us. She was here for 3 days and then just never came back. But she was not a Gen Z. She was a Gen X. So that was why I wanted to bring that up, because
Yes.
it's not just Gen Z.
Yes.
People are always like, Gen Z,
Yes.
Gen Z, Gen Z. That was a Gen Xer and she ghosted. So,
It's true,
but
Jilly.
but we do get Gen Zs. I actually just hired a new Gen Z though that is amazing. So again, we're praising Gen Z. She's amazing. She's been so great. She's, I think, 20. That's Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's really important too to just go back to what you said. Like a lot of times I think people are like, "Oh, the new generation, they don't want this." Da, 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 da. Which by the way, sure. Is some of that true? 100%. But I feel
Mhm.
like this is just right now in the workplace, like 2025 workplace,
Yeah.
people are not showing up to interviews. They aren't, they'll show up their first week and then they don't show up again,
Yeah.
or they show up and then they're late for 4 weeks, almost every single day. And I have to be honest, and people can disagree, and you can disagree too, Jilly. I don't think it has to do with their age.
No. No. I truly think it does have, coming back to what you said, how you're brought up, who your parents are. If your parents aren't getting up at 5 a.m. and going to work and hustling until 6 p.m., then you're not doing that because you didn't grow up seeing them doing that hustle. As my mom's worked multiple jobs before, I spent a lot of time with my grandma growing up so that she could work, so
Yeah. I
it just
think
comes
that
with how
it's
you're brought up.
Yeah, I think it's that, it's people around you. It's it's mindset.
Mhm.
It's mindset shifts on like, oh no, I'm actually going to show up because this job is important to me, and also I want this job to become a career, and
Yeah.
that is really important to me as well. And so it's mindset shifts. And it doesn't matter what generation you're in. We all like fall into, all of us in different generations. Like we make fun of your grandma, my mother, uh constantly about being a boomer, and
Hmm.
but at the same time, like she showed up, like she does all the things, and
Yeah.
so I think while she's not tech savvy, she is still willing to learn.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so like we put again boomers into these categories of like, yeah, they're not tech savvy, they can't do it, they just, that's not true. And so again, this sounds like my AAO lecture. Are you getting flashbacks?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like I can fill in some of the blanks.
Totally. But it's true. And you are just, and this is why you're here too. Not only do I love you and you're my niece, and this is the whole thankful theme of this month, but you are in this industry and you don't fit the mold that I don't even know if there is a mold. Like, people have created this thing that then everyone can jump onto. And I find it that it's a little bit unfair for everyone, every single generation.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we should ever put anybody in a box. There's always room to grow.
Yes, girl. Oh my, you sound like me. This is hysterical. Okay, so you show up in a really dedicated way to your practice, right? What does day-to-day look like for you? Like, is it different than people who might expect someone who's 25 years old, like your age, to do, or is it just like the norm?
Probably nobody would expect that I'm up by 4 a.m. doing Pilates by 5. I have a 40-minute commute. I'm to work by 7. I work an 8-hour shift. I'm in the gym after work, and then
Two a days.
But I only do Pilates 2 times a week these days, focusing more on strength training. But I'm also an audiobook snob. I love a good audiobook, especially if they're a Brit. Like, all day, I will listen to anybody. They could be telling the worst story in the world, and I would still be listening because I just love that. It's so good. But I'm never late. I'm always on time. I'm constantly 110%. Like, you cannot pay me to sit still. Like, that is just not in me. I always have to be go, go, go. If not going, I feel like something's off. I'm not doing something right. And when other people aren't go, 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 that bothers me too. And I feel like I have to, not everybody works like you do. Not everybody's work ethic is like yours. My boyfriend has probably the strongest work ethic out of anybody I know.
Yes.
This man will work 12-hour shifts 7 days a week all year if he could. He picks up side jobs all the time. So when I show up to work, I think of him, I think of everything that he's putting in, his 110%. So I always want to give my 110% because they say you want to kind of, match your partner's vibe. So we do that.
Oh, 100%. I love this. He's so hardworking, and another
absolutely.
fellow Gen Zer. Okay, so let's take him out of the box. Take him out of the box, people.
Yep. He is out.
He's 110%. Got a crazy commute.
Dude,
working
up
for
at
Tesla,
3 a.m.
Come on. Listen, he's next level. Okay.
He is so next level. He has his own box. Like, there's nobody else that fits in that box. Like, that is Diego's box.
I love it. Okay. So let's kind of talk about breaking the mold. Have you ever felt like there was a moment, like, in your career where you were really breaking the Gen Z stereotype?
Yeah, actually, I'd say when I started in orthodontics, for sure, I had a stronger voice. I was 23, so I was a little bit older, a little more mature. So I had more confidence in giving post-op instructions and explaining the things. And I had a mom actually tell me, like, you're only 25. Like, 'cause she asked, like, how old are you? And I told her, and she's like, you're only 25. I did not expect you to only be 25, and you could handle this. And you explained my treatment plan thoroughly, and I understood everything that you said, and it was just well put. And I think in that moment, I realized I'm, like, right where I need to be, and that I don't fit into that stereotype, because I'm not shy to go out and grab my patients or give my post-op instructions or be confident in what I'm telling them, because I know my stuff. Yeah. I took the time to learn and listen to my peers and my mentors and my doctors, and I was moldable. I think that's a huge thing that a lot of people aren't. Is it's not a bad thing to be moldable. You want to be moldable. The more you know, the more valuable you are.
Oh, yes, girl. Okay.
100%.
Preach.
All day, raise the roof.
Okay, but that's so true, Jilly. And also, you have done in 2 years, you have pretty much, I think you've done every single role in the practice. Like you are
Yes.
totally cross-trained.
Oh, absolutely. 110%. I do. Not to this day. I don't. We've got everybody filling in the roles now, but at times I was picking up loose ends and doing what needed to be done because, again, I was moldable and I liked the opportunities. I did a little bit of marketing. I did some treatment coordination. I do front desk duties daily still. Back all the time. I'm lead RDA, so I'm doing ordering, stocking, maintenance, making sure that the girls have what they need and that they're supported.
Jillian, I'm so proud of you. Like, obviously,
Thank
I
you.
know all these things. We talk all the time. Like, this podcast
Yes.
is making it seem like we never chat. Okay, like we're on the phone all the time.
All the time.
But I'm so proud of you and what you do. And that's why, again, this is so important. Like you are coachable, Jilly. You are coachable. You have been trained. And even at times, which by the way, this is just true to any ortho practice. Like sometimes you lose people and you're scrambling and you have got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's every single practice. Like, oh gosh, we lost this person. Okay, we're going to have to shift here and do this and that. And that's the coachable piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's okay, I'm going to jump in. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to jump in and we're going to make it happen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Every day I am in that morning huddle. I have those girls in there by 7:15. We are going over our schedule and we are strategizing because one little broken bracket, this wire won't go in, you're struggling for an extra 3 minutes, pushes back your schedule so much. You just have to make sure you're on time for everything. And again, you have to have a coachable team. I work with one doctor and 2 assistants, literally me and another girl. I run 5 chairs. We always make it out to our lunch times at 12, and we are always out on time, leaving with our instruments done, because I make sure it is how it is.
Yeah.
I have a wonderful team that makes sure that we all are 110%, 100% of the time. It is great.
Oh my gosh, Jilly. I want to work for you. Okay. So what advice would you give to other people your age in that Gen Z area or anyone who really want to show up with authenticity, who need to show up, work hard, and make an impact in orthodontics or even beyond orthodontics? Do you have any advice for them?
I'd say number 1, show up.
Let's just start there.
Like, that's the hardest thing for people these days. Just show up. Show up, be coachable. The more you know, the more valuable you are. If there's a situation you're like, I don't really know, get in that chair and just do it. There's always going to be somebody on the side that you could be like, hey, can you help me real quick?
Yeah.
You're never going to know that thing unless you just do it. Especially in orthodontics. Like, there's never going to be that same mouth, that same thing again. It might be a little similar, but get in there and do it. Do all the things, because the more you know, again, the more valuable you are, the more you can do in this field, because it doesn't just cap out of being a clinical assistant. As you know, you can do consulting, you can be a rep. There's so many different things. So the more you know, the more valuable, the more money you make.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing.
We've talked about this before, not on this podcast, but we've talked about how, like, when you're training people and they're so nervous that they're fearful of like jumping in and doing a new procedure or, what can you speak to that at all?
For sure. And like when I just started dentistry, but when I got into orthodontics, I was so excited that I literally was just like, can I do that? No, wait, can I do that? Because I was just so excited to have that independence.
Yeah.
But when training girls and I see their hesitations, The first thing I tell them is that you just have to tell me. I will stand there and not physically hold your hand, of course, but I will stand there and I'll hold your hand. We can talk through it. We can go through it step by step. I can do half. You can do half. You can watch me do it. I just want to make sure you're comfortable working in that practice, in our practice, on our patients, and that you're comfortably skilled. Not everybody's 100%, but you
Yeah,
can
of
work on it.
course.
As long as you have the help and the support. I think
Yeah.
support is huge in the office that not every office gives.
Yeah, I agree. Wholeheartedly. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to do a rapid fire.
Okay, yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm ready.
Okay, here
Yeah.
we go. Okay, ready? From a millennial to a Gen Zer. Okay.
Okay.
Texting or calling?
Calling. You
Okay.
couldn't pay me enough to write you a novel in that text message. I'm going to call
Okay,
you.
Billy. This is so true
Or
for you. Like, it gives you boomer energy.
I can't, dude. Like, especially how much we talk and how much emotion. Like, look at my hands. If you're watching this, you've seen how much we're talking with our hands. Like,
Totally.
I'm FaceTiming people. My boyfriend specifically, we just talked about him. He doesn't like to call. I'll call him and what? That's just how he is. I know he's not mad. He just doesn't like to do it. But I love to call. Like, I even do voice messages, like those little audio messages,
Oh, girl.
all the time. Because you can't bother me to text.
It's so funny. Yeah, voice notes are like, I feel like I need to jump on the voice note train.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
don't voice note.
No, I love it because you hear all those expressions, you know exactly what they're saying. Like when you type out "oh girl," like you don't really know they're saying "oh girl," you know?
I mean, you do though. If I text
You
that to
do,
you, then
but
you can hear me say it, right?
right. But like a stranger. My nail girl, she voice memos me all the time, and we're not even that close. So
What?
voice memo or
Okay, the
audio
fact that
text
you're
messages.
25 and have a nail girl.
Oh, I gotta go to the same girl every time. I'm a creature of habit. Hair girl, nail girl, all of the above.
Jilly. Oh God, I love it. Okay, ready? Instagram or TikTok?
Neither. I'm
What?
on Pinterest. Like 90% of the time, you're gonna catch me on Pinterest. There is so much on there that people do not utilize. Recipes, organization, outfits, packing, planners, calendars, hair inspo, nail inspo, all of the above. You can do a dream board. There's so much you can do on
Wait, you're
Pinterest.
telling me right now you're on Pinterest more than you're on TikTok?
Oh, 100%. Not gonna lie, I'm on TikTok. That's
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
5% because I do Instagram too. Those split that 10%. Pinterest is 90 all the way. I love Pinterest. Me and my best friend actually, we send each other Pinterests more
What?
than we send each other TikToks.
What?
Yes. Mhm. Pinterest all day. If you're not
Oh
on
my
Pinterest,
God.
get on Pinterest.
Wait, I love Pinterest. Don't get me wrong. I don't go. Okay. Here's how my old brain uses Pinterest. If I'm like going on vacation or I have like a cute hat that I'm going to wear on vacation, then actually, Dave, your uncle, very, very,
Yes.
very well. My husband, everyone. One time he saw me Pinterest outfits with hats, and now every time I'm on Pinterest, he says, like, what are you doing? Looking up outfits with hats?
But it's so true that I do
I'm like,
that.
yeah. If I'm going to like a big meeting and I want like a cute outfit, I'm getting
Oh yeah.
inspo.
Yeah. Do you remember when you were sending me the green shoes or the pink shoes? And I literally was on Pinterest, like finding your exact pink blazer suit to
Oh,
match with the shoes.
Jilly.
Yeah, that's what Pinterest is for. There's so many other things though.
Oh God. Okay, I love this. Okay. All right, ready?
Hmm.
Meme culture or it's GIF, right?
Yeah.
It's not GIF. Should we
No, I think
set the record straight that it's not GIF, it's GIF?
yeah, it's
Because I feel
GIF.
like people don't know. Okay, meme culture or GIFs?
GIFs. You know me. When I text you, like I'm sending GIFs
Yeah,
all the time. I
yeah,
love those. I'm probably
me
the
too.
only person left on the world that scrolls all the way down to find the little images to go through them. Because it's not at the very top of your messages anymore.
Oh, no, it's not. You're right.
No, because I don't think it's that common.
Oh,
I
I
send
send
them
them
to
all the
people.
time. Me
Me
too.
too.
They're
People
funny.
don't
They
send
make
them
me
back.
laugh. I know. I
Me
agree.
too. And you can just type in one word like overwhelmed and it
Oh,
sends you a bunch
totally.
of stuff. I love
This
it. It's
morning I sent
hilarious.
no to my husband. He like wanted something at Costco. And I sent like a Steve Carell from The Office and he was like, no. And all I
No.
did was send a GIF. That's it.
Yeah, see? One word answers. That's all you need.
Okay. All right. Morning person or night owl? I think I know
Morning
this.
person.
Yeah,
Yep. Morning
obviously.
person.
4
I'm in
a.m.
bed by
Pilates.
yeah, I'm in bed by 7 p.m. most
Okay.
nights.
I would say that's giving boomer energy, but I feel like boomers stay up really late.
Oh yeah, especially my grandma, your mom.
Yeah.
Homegirl's sending us stuff from
I
Facebook at
know.
like 1 a.m. And I'm like, why are you awake? I'm getting up in 4 hours.
Oh, it's
Oh.
so true. She's going to be so mad when she hears this. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Collaboration or independent work?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's kind of hard to answer. I think I would prefer independent, just depending on
Really?
really what it is, just
Yeah.
because I'm kind of a control freak.
Mm.
The more I get, the older I get, the more I realize I have to control everything. So independent, but I'm always down to be a team player. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Last one. What's your favorite slang word right now?
Oh gosh. Now this is going to sound so Gen Z.
Okay, good. What is it? Am I going to
So
know what it is?
yeah, you will. I just
Oh,
sent you the video yesterday.
oh gosh, did I watch it?
I hope so. It's from TikTok. It's like a parody, I think for The Office. And there's just this really funny guy on there. He's like awkward. His name's Chit. And he was doing like a birthday card for one of their office ladies. And he wrote, "Do it, lady." And they were like, "Chit, what does that mean?" And he was like, "Do it, lady." And they were like, "Do what?" And he's like, "Do it all. Do it all. Why not? Do it, lady." And so I sent that to my coworker, Aubrey, when I first saw it a couple months ago. And now all we say is, "Do it, lady." She even has her sons saying, "Do it, lady,"
Oh
who
my
are 12 and 9.
God.
They're over here, "Do it, lady." They don't even know who it is. So
I love
that is my
it.
favorite slang.
I love it. That's what we're going to name this podcast.
Yeah,
Do It
do it,
Lady
lady.
with Jillian Locvich.
Oh, I love it. That'd be perfect.
Oh my gosh. Jillian Locvich, my most beautiful niece in the entire world. I am so proud of you. You are so smart and so humble and so dedicated. And I couldn't be prouder. You know this. I tell you this all the time. I I'm so I'm so honored that one, you were born when I was 16 years old, that I am your aunt and we are very close, but I'm more like a big sister at this point as you start to get older. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm honored to get to watch you grow into this. There's still so much more to come for you. And I can't thank you enough for sharing your Gen Z ways with everyone today, even though you have, both millennial and boomer tendencies. So
Well, I'm happy to share them all. Thank you so much for having me. Likewise to everything that you just said. I'm really honored to be a part of the Everbloom family and watch it grow and watch all of its amazing success, because I know that it's just going to keep blossoming.
oh my God, I love you. Thanks for joining me.
Love you.
Thank you for joining me on The Bloom Effect, where we keep it real, keep it growing, and always keep it team first. If today's episode sparked something for you, an idea, a shift, or just a reminder that you're not alone, take a second and share it with your team or a fellow ortho leader. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a convo, and if you're loving the show, leave a review. It helps more practices find us and join the movement. And if you're ready to bring this kind of energy into your practice, visit discovereverbloom.com to learn more about working together. Until next time, keep leading with heart, keep building with intention, and keep blooming right where you're planted.